You don't always need a green screen to isolate your subject. Sometimes the background stays and you pull the subject out. That's exactly what the Roto Brush tool is built for. This is how to animate. Let's run ideas into motion. Roto Brush Tool allows you to quickly separate a subject from its background using smart selection. Let's just bring me a clip to the timeline. For this clip, I'm reducing the time to, let's say, 2 seconds. To activate the Roto Brush Tool, you can press Alt W or you can select it from the toolbar here. Now double click your footage to open it in the layer panel. This is important because the Roto Brush only works in layer panel. Now here the size of the brush is so small. What you can do is press Ctrl and right mouse click and then drag the mouse to increase the size of the brush. With the tool selected, draw a stroke over the image or any object you want to select or you want to separate it from the background. And here it is not selecting the subject and gives an error of frame rate mismatch. Here's the important thing, that you always have the same frame rate of the composition as of the footage. So what I will do is delete this composition for now, and then I drag and drop this footage into the composition and it will make a new composition exactly the same frame rate as of the footage. One thing to keep in mind that you must select the full resolution from here. Now I will go to the layer panel. Let's decrease the size of the brush and now I will draw a stroke over the subject. You will see that it will automatically select our subject. Some parts are remaining, we will fix that. Let's zoom in. After Effects didn't select its hair, so what I will do is draw another stroke, select his hair, and you can see that his face is not completely selected and also his ear. So I will zoom in more and decrease the size of the brush, so I will draw a smaller stroke so I will get more precision. Now I will draw a stroke keeping inside our subject. It will select the part that was remaining. Now for the ears, I will do the same, draw a stroke, it will select the ear. Now from here, you can see that it has selected beyond the subject. So we have to deselect this area. What we will do is press Alt and then select the area you want to deselect. It will automatically come close to the subject edges. We can do it one more time by pressing Alt. Just draw a line or stroke near to the subject edge. It has come even more closer to the subject edges. Now here is the case of only the precision. You can zoom in more, reduce the size of your brush and draw precise strokes to select the subject with very much precision. So for now, you have learned the selection and deselection. The only thing remaining is the precision. So you can do it at your own. So you can practice it and you will be able to select this subject with very precision. Definitely it will take time because you have to select the subject edges very precisely. And sometimes what happens is subject is merging to the background. So you will face very much difficulty in selecting the subject. And in this case, the background is very different, or you can say very contrasty related to the subject, so we have faced not much issue in selecting the subject. This part has remained. Let's just increase the size of the brush. Press Alt to deselect this area too. Now you can see it will automatically detect the edges very sharply. For now we are standing at the very first frame of this footage. So for the complete footage to rotoscope, we have to freeze it. So before freezing, press the space bar to preview how well it tracks. So here you can see that it has detected the edges very sharply and very precise. You can see that our subject is moving, but After Effects has done a very great job. One thing is that you can precise your selection more with the Refine Edge tool. From here, you can select the Refine Edge tool, and this tool is basically for the hairs or the things like very feathery or small particles that are very complicated to track. So this tool just refines the edges. Here you can see hairs are not much selected and they are not much precise. So also we can't do it frame by frame manually. So it will become a very hectic task. So what we can do is just select the Refine Edge tool and make a stroke along the edges of the hair. You will get the refined hairline. And here are all the settings to refine it more. You can make it more smooth. You can make feather more, contrast, a shift edge. And these settings are for Refine Edge Mate, and these same settings are for Roto Brush tool. So you can tweak it more to get the more precise, contrasty or sharp results. But we will leave it as it is, as the After Effects has done a very great job. Once you are satisfied, go to the bottom of the timeline and click Freeze. This locks your selection and improves your performance. Now the whole selection for the footage has been freezed you can move out to the composition panel and you can preview your selection. You can see that After Effects done very great job in separating the background from a subject. I have done it for very few frames. You can done it for the whole footage, but keep in mind this process is easy, but it takes a lot of GPU memory. So in After Effects 2026, the Roto Brush is faster and more accurate, especially with complex edges like hair and motion blur. Here's a powerful use case. You can isolate person and place them in completely different background without a green screen. This is perfect for cinematic edits and storytelling. You can color grade both your subject and your background to match the color and to feel it more natural. The Roto Brush saves hours of manual masking with just a few strokes. If you learned something new today, leave a like, drop your questions in the comment, and subscribe for more value addition into your edits.